Not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies,
keep your four-legged babies close, because they coming for your pets. They coming for your pets. They coming for your pets. Hello, and welcome to The Conservative Poet. My name is Amania. Here on the channel, I do political reactions, commentary. I throw some humor, some parody, trying to make sense of the crazies that we are seeing in the society. If that is something that is interesting to you, then you've come to the right place. All I ask is you interact with the video, like, share, comment, subscribe. That really helps me out with YouTube and the algorithm. So, without further ado, let's get into this video right now. So, everybody seems to be upset that President Trump say this. They do it as if they don't understand what he is saying. He may not have said it in the proper way, but again, this is not a polished politician. This is just a businessman. He's just saying it as he sees it. And so for them to pretend that they don't understand what he's saying, that is the first problem. Now, everybody knows that Haitians practice voodoo. Not all Haitians practice this religion, as they call it, but a lot of them do. And so you pull all of these Haitians from their community in where they are used to doing this. They're used to, roasting up cats. They're used to, cutting off their necks. They're used to doing that. Let's take a look at some footage. We're going to look at some footage. They are used to doing that. And then you stick them in a area where they don't have access to these things. They don't have access to these animals to do their rituals. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to snatch up the little pooty cat that they see roaming around the yard. They're going to snatch up the loose dog that they see running around in the yard. They're going to go to the pond and snatch up those pigeons, those birds, and they're going to do what they got to do, because this is who they are. Again, percentage, not all, but percentage. So we're going to talk about that today. The hypocrisy of especially Haitian community leaders who come out here boo-hoo whining and crying and saying, oh my God, Donald Trump is racist. He's saying Haitians are eating cats and dogs. Maybe they're not eating it that way, but they're certainly taking them and they're doing their rituals with them. And then they probably eat them later. Who knows? Because I don't know. I've never done it. Don't know. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. But first, we're going to take a couple of clippings just to tie it all in.
Listen, I am not Haitian, but I am from the Caribbean. The Haitian immigrants are indeed eating animals. Let me tell you something about these people. Not only are they harvesting cats for food, but also for witchcraft purposes, voodoo purposes. Understand this. If you don't want to take my word for it, go out there. Meet a Haitian. Talk to them about it. This is not something they aren't proud of. It's their culture. They eat these animals and they use the blood and bones of these animals for voodoo and witchcraft purposes. This is not a joke. The fact that they are here illegally, Kamala did say she gave them a temporary protection over 100,000 of them. But here's the thing. For good luck purposes, they will harvest cats. They will use the blood and the bone of these cats. They consume these things because they believe it brings good luck and good juju. This is not a joke. It's a fact. This is their culture. This is what they believe. They will die on a hill on this belief. Like I said, meet a Haitian. Talk to them about
if you're stressed out that your putty cat or your puppy could come up missing because you have guests in your community that uses these animals for rituals or for cooking. If you're stressed out, all I can do is help you out by offering you 30% off at theorlandopatriot.com so you can burn some candles to ease your stress. You know me, I have a pet of my own, so I have to burn candles too because I'm afraid my puppy could go missing too. So orlandopatriot.com, 30% off your purchase price. So there are markets around where you can go and buy your live chickens, where you can go and buy your goats, and you can buy whatever you need to do whatever it is that you do. And so these places exist. And so you'll see them around town. You'll see stores and markets, magic shops, a whole bunch of candles, things like that. This is what you're seeing. This is what they're selling. They're selling the tools that people need to do these rituals, to do their religions, to do these things. And so in a place like Springfield, where they just drop these people there, the population of Haitians is what they drop there. There's not a lot of Spanish folks there. The majority of are white people, and a small majority is black. So African American blacks. So with a whole, onslaught of black Haitians coming there, they don't have these tools and the resources to get these things done. So they got to go out there and take your putty cat in order to get it done. But in communities where they can go and purchase these things, well, there's some sort of understanding that this is happening, and they can go and purchase the tools that they want. So they may not go out there and take the ducks out of the pond because they know better, because they've been here for a while. They know, we can go to the Palmers and pick up our chickens there. And they say, well, we don't need to do that. We'll just, go out to the cat place and buy our cats and do it there. Adopt a cat, they go there and do it. Adopt a dog, they go there and do it. So, but these Haitians that don't know how to maneuver these things, they just straight up snatching them out of your park, out of your pond, out of your backyard. And so this is the reality of it. And has nothing to do with being racist or xenophobic. It has to do with, this is the reality. This is who these people are. You pull them from their country and bring them here, they are going to do what they know to do. And this is what they do. This is a part of the culture. This is a part of their religion. This is what they do. So they're going to practice it. They're going to practice it. That's right, folks. These stores are in your neighborhoods. They're in your communities. Maybe some of you never noticed them before, but they exist. Some of them are, a little bit modest in appearance, but the words are there and everybody knows who's involved in this community. They know where to go and get their supplies. And so next, what I'd like to do is, I found a young lady here on YouTube who knows all about these things. And we're going to take a couple of looks at one particular video she has, and I've kind of cut it up to just talk about what I wanted. You actually saw her in the beginning of this video. So we're going to talk a little bit about something that she says that I think that is very, very important, is the fact that could this Haitian practice, this voodoo practice, this demonic practice be the reason why Haiti is in such dire restraints when it comes to how it is? Is it because of this voodoo religion? Is that why Haiti is a shithole country?
Just be used as an offering and is not always killed, right? Or well, not killed on the spot. Like at the end of the day, if it's an animal and people hungry, they gonna kill the animal. They gonna eat it. But it's not always killed like during the ceremony. Sometimes they just kill it later. Kind of just used as like a good gesture in many cases. Now, something I find very, very interesting with all of this is that Haitians blame voodoo for a lot of things, right? All of the bad that's happened in the country since the dawn of time, all of the bad that's happening now, all of the corruption, all of the violence, and they're always like, if we didn't do voodoo, if we just accepted God, but it's like plenty of people who accept God by numbers anyway. For the country not to be like that, if we're being very technical here, and I feel like, a lot of guys have commented in the past on my comment section, and I think you guys are right? Realistically, I feel like Haiti's issue is that they're not truly accepting what they're meant to accept, and I think that's voodoo. I feel like they need to accept their initial spiritual calling, which is the motherland's practices. They need to accept who they are. And until they accept who they are, they're going to be where the fuck they're at. I don't think Haitians realize how powerful they are, how powerful they can be. And when they keep hiding in the shadows, and they keep hiding who they are, they keep hiding like, yo, we're the first Black Republic. We fought off the slave owners. This is what we can do. This is who we are. This is what we practice. Like, they're just gonna stay where they at. And it's just very weird because it's like they keep trying to say, oh, voodoo did this. It's because we do all of that. And it's like, I don't think that's what it is, because there's plenty of people that serve voodoo, but I think there's way more that are Christian. So I'm just like, do you guys really think that all of the problems that you guys are going through have to do with voodoo? Like, I don't know. And I've said it numerous times on this channel, and I'll say it again. Voodoo isn't bad. People are, okay? Voodoo isn't evil, people are. At the end of the day, you guys can blame voodoo all you want. A lot of you guys are just shitty ass people. A lot of you guys do horrible things to people, and you guys want someone to blame for it. And it has nothing to do with the religion, the lifestyle, or anything like that. It's you.
People in other countries, third world countries, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people do a lot of things that we here in America would find to be absolutely insane, right? Even in some parts of America, there's certain things people eat out there in the countryside that we particularly don't eat out here in the city side. So, but same thing goes for when we're looking at it at a global scale. Certain things people eat in China, we like, man, no, and they're like, yeah, that's delicatessen. That's a delicacy here for us. If this is what we do. So, but the conversation of people's pets, right? When you frame it that way, here in America, people kind of bond with these animals, cats and dogs. These are our pets. These are our four-legged babies. That's how we see it. So when you say to me, as a pet owner, as a dog owner, when you say to me, somebody wants to take up my little Rocky and barbecue him, I got issues with that, because see, I wasn't raised in an environment where it's okay for you to go out back and cut off the dog's neck and throw him in the barbecue or throw him on the fire grill. I wasn't raised like that. And we're going to take this moment to confess right here. As you all know on this channel, was born in Haiti. I'm going to just leave it there. So growing up here, that's not how we, I never saw anything like that. We didn't practice any of these things. As I grew up, I started to become familiar with some of the stuff, like if you see, a dead chicken in the road, just pretend you don't see it, right? If you see a dead dog in the road, pretend you don't see it. And another thing that I've seen is where they throw these things, and it's got to be like a 4-way roadway, right? So like 4 ways. And so they would throw whatever in the middle of the road. Like, pay attention when you're driving around. If you're in a city where there's a lot of Haitians, start paying attention to the roadkill. Okay, start paying attention to what you're seeing in the middle of the road. You're seeing all kinds of things. And that is just honest, factual truth. That's what you're seeing, because they think if they throw it out there, I guess it's the luck gets better. I don't know. But I wasn't raised like that. I didn't see these things. So for me, when you tell me, you're cooking up cats and dogs, I got an issue with that. I really, really do. So I'm not a vegetarian and I do eat meat. But thinking about it now, are we hypocrites if we um partake in the eating of flesh of, the cow, the goat, because I do eat goat, and are we hypocrites? Because when we look at it that way, you're like, well, you should be zero for any animal being killed. So are we really hypocrites? So she made that point, and I thought, man, am I a hypocrite? Because I do like my burgers. I do like me a good curry goat. Are we hypocrites? I don't think so. I think because of where we are in this society, again, we've made cats and dogs part of our family. We don't necessarily make goats a part of our family. So for somebody to see it that way, it may not be strange. Or maybe we're all guilty for killing animals. I don't know. But one thing I do know is that I have an issue if somebody comes and try to take my cat or take my dog. I don't have a cat, but take my dog and try to have him for either meals, rituals, or voodoo receptions, or whatever the hell they're called. you know yeah, I got an issue with you trying to take my pet to do all of these things. No, no, no. I'm gonna pray for you, because what you're practicing is devil work. I'm gonna just say it. What you're doing is not holy. And so I want to know, I partake in none of that. I want none of that. I want none of that. Seen that, heard that, good. Friend, if you enjoyed that segment, then watch the full episode right here.